last 4 hours cleaning out the back of the van, wiping down all the counters, wiping down everything, making it look spotless. I went over to my sister's house, did some laundry. Since we are finally back home, we're back home from our trip up into the Northeast. Just got back a few days ago, so I had a lot of dirty laundry and the van was a mess, because it always is when I'm in it alone. But tonight and tomorrow, we're not going to be alone in the van, because we have a special guest coming to visit, and that special guest is none other than my girlfriend. So since I'm home for the weekend, she actually texted me and wanted to go on a camping trip, which I was really excited about because I don't get to camp with her very often because I'm always out in the middle of the country doing whatever, and she's back home being a dietitian, so she can't. But tonight she is, so I got the whole van cleaned up, looking all nice and spiffy. Counters are shining, glass is polished, everything's washed, and as clean as I guess it can get for her to arrive, and she should be here in about 10 minutes. Hello. How was your drive?
It was good.
Good. Yeah, I just cleaned up in here. Do you notice? Can you tell?
Yeah, it's
How's it look?
sparkling.
Does it look good?
Yeah, looks spiff.
Nice. So for those of you guys who don't know, this is my girlfriend Noelle. She lives back at home in Maryland 90% of the time when I'm on the road doing my videos and traveling. But now since I'm home...
Well, I always live in Maryland. You said she lives in Maryland 90% of the time.
Yeah, well, she lives in Maryland 100%.
I live in my van 0% of the time.
Yeah, she lives in Maryland 100% of the time. I live on the road like 70% of the time, so I'm never around. But now that I'm back, we're going on a trip. So we're going out to Shenandoah. Do that again. All right, so I spent the last 15 minutes looking for a spot for us to stay tonight because there just isn't a lot in that area. But I found one on our route that is a dead-end road next to a Lowe's. Vacation. Nothing like going to stay at a Lowe's parking lot. We got a 2.5 hour drive till we get there, so I will check in with you guys in a bit. So I don't know if you guys can tell, obviously probably not by looking, but it is extremely cold out tonight. According to my dashboard thermometer, 35 degrees out. It's kind of been teetering between 32 and 35, and for my European brethren, that is right around 0 degrees Celsius. So it's a very cold night out, and usually I don't think about turning on my diesel heater until it gets to around this temperature, but since I have my cold-blooded friend with me, got to keep her warm tonight. So if you guys have been watching my videos for at least the last few weeks, when I was on my drive up to New England, I repaired my diesel heater. So this will be this year's maiden voyage. And it's always interesting the first time of the year that I use it, getting to see if it works. Hopefully we don't have any leaks. There we go, all filled up and hopefully ready to keep us warm tonight. I'm actually kind of hoping it does work, because it'll be nice in the morning when I wake up if I can just kick on the diesel heater. But the spot that we're staying at tonight is just around the corner. It's actually like right that way. And it is a Lowe's parking lot, but we're not actually staying in the parking lot because you're not allowed to. So we're gonna stay in a back alley next to the Lowe's. So now we just gotta find this alley that was posted online. And I think this is it down here. Nice little quaint spot to sleep for the night. I mean,
A little skis.
can you ask for much more? We're gonna park under the light right here. And this should be a good spot to camp for the night. What do you think?
Nice.
So this should hopefully allow me to turn on the diesel heater from bed. So let's see if it even turns on. Oh, there we go. It clicked on, but we gotta wait like 10 minutes. It's blowing out air, but we gotta wait like 10 minutes to see if it gets hot. So, and also this is like one of those spots where it's not the most ideal spot. Kind of just parked on this back alley next to a Lowe's, but it's just a good in-between spot because our plan this weekend is to kind of go out and camp, but the place we were trying to camp was 3 hours away. We had to wait for Noelle to get off work so we could drive, which is why it's kind of weird I'm starting the video at night as opposed to usually how I start in the morning. And I figured I'd rather do the drive tonight than tomorrow morning. That's a good sign. We got 1 bar of heat on the next cycle through. I don't know if you guys can see that, little green bar right there. That means it's starting to get warm. We also will have to go to the store tomorrow to get breakfast food because it is barren. So we've got no food in the van.
Ew, did you fart?
No, it's the fridge.
Oh my
God, what's in there?
I cleaned it out today. I let some stuff sit in there for a little too long after the New England trip. I cleaned out the whole van, but not the fridge. While we were waiting, getting ready for bed, no put pajamas on. I got all nice and changed, getting comfy for bed. But I'm gonna put the thermometer down here in front of it and let it just sit there for a second, just to show you guys how hot this is. I can't even hold my fingers in front of it. Look at that! I've been holding it here for like maybe 10 seconds. 140 degree air. That's what's coming out of that thing. Crazy. And typically I only leave it on like right before I go to bed, and then when I'm falling asleep I'll turn it off, and then when I wake up in the morning I'll turn it on again just to save the diesel. And that little diesel tank will last me around a week of doing that. Definitely not bad, but Miss Noelle looks very sleepy. I think it is time for me to get in bed as well and hopefully get a good night's sleep tonight, because we got a long day, a hike, and then we got to go find our campsite tonight.
Campsite
Tomorrow. So I will catch you guys in the morning. Good morning. So it is currently 8 a.m. It's freezing cold. It is currently 39 degrees Fahrenheit or 9 degrees Celsius out. So I'm whispering because Noelle's still sleeping. But before I get out of bed, I'm going to turn this heater on, let the van warm up a little bit. I got it turned on. It's on full blast, and we'll see how quickly the temperature goes up from the current. What this thermometer says is 50 degrees in here, but probably actually more around like 44. But I'm gonna wait for it to warm up. Feels so good. I'm gonna let Noelle sleep in a little bit, because she works a normal job unlike I do, so she has to wake up early every day. Let her sleep in today. I'm gonna get the van cleaned up, drive us over to Walmart real quick, pick up some food for breakfast, and for dinner tonight, once I'm done thawing out in front of this heater. All right, we should be good to go. And we're not driving that far, we're only driving just right next door to Walmart. All right, make sure she's nice and locked up in there. And I think it's supposed to actually warm up a little bit later today, get around 55. Which would be really nice. It's just that time of year where it starts getting pretty cold at night. So glad that diesel heater actually works. All right, so now we just need food for breakfast, and then I think for dinner tonight I'm gonna cook her what, in my opinion, is one of the best meals that I've ever cooked in the van. But it is that absolutely delicious ramen recipe that I made last year sometime. So let's get everything we need for that. Oh, we just gotta grab some discount bread. We're gonna need lunch today anyways. Use that to make some sandwiches. Alrighty. I think we've got everything we need for the day. I know I'm waking up back there. And that little shopping experience took a little bit longer than I anticipated, so I'm kind of in a rush now. So I gotta get all these groceries put away, cook some breakfast, and then we're heading out. Alrighty, everything is put away and it's home in the fridge and in the pantry. Now it's time to make some breakfast because I am starving. So we're gonna keep it pretty simple for breakfast this morning. Just do scrambled eggs with cheese and bacon and fruits. There we go. Nice, simple breakfast for two. Got some fruit as well. Are you eating in bed?
Probably. Thank you.
So for camping tonight, I think we're heading to a spot that's about an hour and a half away from here. And on the way there, we're driving right through Shenandoah National Park. So we're gonna hop out, do a quick hike, and then head over to camp for the night and cook some ramen. I found this spot that's on this, supposedly it's free, dispersed camping on this little pond slash lake. I don't really know what it is, but hopefully it's there when we get there and not too crowded, but guess we'll find out. We've made it to the top. Now it is time to head back down. Home sweet home. Nice little hike, starting out the day, get all sweaty, not able to shower tonight, so that kind of sucks. But this campsite that we're going to, hopefully we're gonna be able to stay tonight as long as there's a open spot or something. Looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. It's right on the water. We're about an hour away from there, so I'll check in with you guys once we're a little closer. All right, so we are almost to the spot that we're going to tonight. We're on some back country road in the middle of nowhere, Virginia. We have officially left paved roads. Looks like we're camping down by that lake or pond down there. We just gotta find a place where we can pull over and call a campsite. Oh, there's one right there. Nice. Oh. Nice pair of underwear. But this is it. Nice little stream over there running into this reservoir, lake, whatever it is. I think the water levels here vary significantly because on the way down here there was a bunch of like markers for how high the water gets in like feet. I guess depending on how much rain they get. It looks like it's very, very low right now though. It's like there was a dog or a wolf here or something.
A wolf.
I mean, look how spread the toes are. That's how you can tell.
A wolf.
Wolf. It's nice though. Very quiet. I wouldn't want to go venturing off in the woods, especially wearing all black though, because there are a lot of hunters out here. Definitely not wearing the right shoes for this. You can tell where people tried to jump across and sunk like a foot into the mud. Gotta find a little more of a solid spot to cross at. Oh gosh. That looks pretty squishy.
Soggy.
And also I don't want to jump across that. Is it squishy down there? Oh! I lost my shoe. I'm gonna lose my other one. My foot's gonna be soaking wet. Look how stuck it is. Knowles, can you come hold me up?
Yeah.
My other foot's sinking in now. Oh. Ew, I'm gonna have to change my socks and shoes. Look at that. Ah, should have crossed where you crossed. All right. I'll change up mismatched socks and everything.
Look.
What? Oh, whoa, whoa.
I had so many on me.
I've never seen a hitchhiker like that.
I know.
They're always like the spiky
I
balls.
thought it was a bug at first.
Whoa, those look weird. They have like legs.
I know. They're like unsettling.
So I always get comments in my videos whenever I have Noelle or my brother or anyone else why they don't talk as much. And the reason is pretty much we're not like a YouTube couple. We don't have YouTube personalities, and having a camera pointed in your face is just a little bit weird, especially when you're not used to it. So she does talk. She's a little camera shy.
I talk a lot.
Yeah, she does talk a lot. It's actually a pretty nice temperature out right now too. It's like 55. It's gonna get down to like, I think 30 tonight though. It's gonna be another cold night. Good thing that diesel heater's working. I think we're actually gonna move from this spot to that one though, because there is a like deer carcass right here with flies all over it. So I don't wanna be sitting out there eating right next to it. Find a nice level spot on this side. That way we can have like a little dinner table right here and kind of have a better view anyways. And the back will open up right to the river or right to the lake. And just keep these doors open. Have a nice view. Beautiful. I think I might set up my Starlink tonight too, because I do have 1 bar of service down here, but it's like very spotty and I'm getting less than a megabit per second. So maybe we can watch a movie tonight or something. Oh, there's a little coffee stain on my table. Nice little set for dinner for 2. Let's get Starlink set up. So typically when I set up my Starlink, I'll set it up on the roof of the van because that's the best vantage point. But I think today I'm gonna set it up out over there a little bit because we're underneath this tree and this thing can be real finicky if it doesn't have a clear line of sight to the sky. And good thing this cord is like 10 miles long. So my plan is to run the cord from the Starlink over there, here, through my window, into the router. So we got just enough cord to make that happen. Oh, I don't like that though.
What?
It's gonna be like hanging in front of the door.
Put it on the other side.
Alrighty. There we go. I just gotta plug it in the router. Thank you, my videographer.
You're welcome.
Very helpful. It's nice having someone help me film. I don't have to constantly run around setting up the camera. So we got just enough length in this cord. Now in about 10 minutes, should have Wi-Fi. While we're waiting for the Wi-Fi to get set up, I'm gonna start cooking. And I'm so excited. This is probably one of my favorite dishes of all time, this ramen. I've made it, I think this is my 3rd time making it on this channel. So if you're watching this video and following along with my recipe, definitely try it out. It is so good. But let's get started cooking. What a view out the back too.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, so I actually didn't start cooking dinner. I sat down there with Noelle for like 30 minutes. But now I'm actually gonna start cooking dinner because it's getting late. And I'm actually pretty hungry. For this ramen recipe, we've got some shrimp, regular packs of ramen, and then a bunch of other ingredients that I'll show you guys when I make it. But first things first, we're gonna get this ramen started up and get it cooked up. And I forgot to fill my water tanks before we left, so hopefully I have enough water. I do have an extra gallon just in case. Oh no. We're real low. I can tell by the way the pump sounds. So while we wait for that to warm up, I'm gonna get started on letting these shrimps marinate a little bit. So for these shrimps, you can really season them with whatever you want, but the recipe that I'm calling for calls for kind of a Korean barbecue type seasoning. You can either season them with like a dry Korean barbecue blend, or in my case, I'm just using this Japanese barbecue sauce. It's the only thing I could find at the store that was somewhat similar. And then once we get these shrimp patted dry and nice and ready to go, I'm gonna get them just coated in that bowl in some seasoning. Beautiful. I'm also gonna hit these with a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, and then some spicy chili crisps. And this spot that we moved to is actually nicer because I don't know if you guys can hear it on camera, but there's a nice like small little waterfall right there, so we're getting the sounds from the stream. There we go. Now we can let these marinate until our ramen is finished boiling. All right, so our water is almost boiling. Noelle has migrated into the van because it's a little cold outside now. And I'm actually very excited to make this because this is one of my favorite meals of all time. And I've been telling her I want to cook it for her for so long. And I finally had the excuse to since we're out here camping. So I hope she likes it.
I'm sure I will.
I think this water's ready. Go ahead and add our noodles. I'm gonna try to make the least amount of dishes as possible tonight, even though I already have so many. But I'm gonna try to cook these in this pot. Once this is done, we'll cook the shrimp and then kind of combine everything together in this pot too. I haven't had ramen in so long. Last time I made this was 10 months ago, and that's probably the last time I had ramen.
When did you make it?
When I camped with Brandon. Every time I have someone in the van, I always cook them this. All right, I think those look like they're just about done. Strain all the water out of there. So for now, we can just take these noodles, set those aside. That's a lot of noodles. I think I made too much. So now that those are done, wipe out this pot, get some oil in there, and then we can fry up our little shrimpies. I should have put these in the marinade like 2 hours ago when I bought them, but honestly, I didn't think about it. We're just doing what we can with what we got. But we'll take these out of here, let these fry up and get nice and crispy, hopefully. For those of you guys who are wondering, I changed clothes while I was cooking the noodles because the white is a little bit more contrasty to the background. It's better for thumbnails. So I put this on, meaning to change back into my other clothes to not be confusing, but forgot to do that. So we're wearing a white crew neck now, but that is the reason why I randomly change clothes one scene to another. It's just the life of YouTube. We're gonna have to get these fried up in like 2 batches because not enough room in the bottom of this pot, but that's fine. And if you guys notice, a lot of my videos I will have on like a black hoodie or something, and then in the thumbnail it'll be me in a white something because it just stands out against the black cabinets a little bit better. But yeah, there you go. The good thing about shrimp is they cook super fast. Like these are only been in here for like a minute and a half and they're already almost ready to be flipped. First round of shrimp done. Beautiful. Now we'll just repeat that with the rest of these and then we'll move on to the next steps. Now that we've got that done, all the shrimp is cooked, we can move on to making the sauce, and I'm gonna try to make it right in this pot. For the sauce, and I just eyeball this, we're gonna add a little bit of oil to the pan, a knob of butter, a nice spoonful of garlic. Let that cook up and get nice and fragrant without letting the garlic kind of burn. And then to our butter and garlic mixture, we can add some hoisin, soy sauce, some Korean chili paste. You can add it to your preference, honestly. And then finally, some heavy cream, and that should finish it off, other than some chopped parsley, which I forgot to chop. So while that simmers up, I'm gonna chop some of this up. Put a white paper towel in here to stop it from moving.
Like that.
Now we can save half of this for a little topping later. Throw the other half in the sauce, mix that together, and then that's pretty much it. That is our sauce for our ramen. So I'll let that thicken up for like 5 minutes. Toss in our ramen, top it with some shrimp. We're having dinner. Actually, Noelle just reminded me, forgot one ingredient. Nice handful of Parmesan. Once we get that mixed in and nice and melted, we should be good to go to throw in our pasta and shrimp. I think this sauce is just about ready. And I made a ton of noodles, so we're gonna have leftovers.
Were they all foods?
And now we'll just get these nice and coated in that beautiful sauce we just made. And this meal is pretty much done. One final touch, quick squeeze of the lime over these shrimp. And then throw some shrimp on each of these.
I'm so excited.
And then the finishing touch, a little bit of parsley on each. And there we go. That is our van life, Virginia mountains dinner.
Ramen.
Ramen. It's kind of cold out now.
Yeah.
Definitely have to get that heater cranking. Yeah. Let me know how it tastes. Give me your rating 1 out of 10.
It's really good.
So
It
good.
really tastes like fettuccine inspired ramen,
Yeah.
which I mean it pretty much is. It's very good, delicious.
What a nice dinner date.
I know, so nice.
Got dinner all cleaned up, leftovers in the fridge, Noelle in bed, and it is pitch black outside, so sun is fully gone down. We're hunkered down in here. It is currently 32 degrees outside, but a nice 66 in the back of the van. And that's with my fans in the roof sucking out air, pulling it out because it just gets too hot in here even when the thing's on low. So we got good airflow coming through here. We're nice and toasty warm. I wanted to do s'mores over the fire tonight, but I think Noelle's a little bit too cold and I also don't have any firewood. And I don't really want to use the stuff that people left here because I don't know if there's like a regular group of people that come down here and use that firewood and I don't have any to replace it with. But instead of doing outdoor s'mores, I do have this little TerraFlame gel, non-toxic, odorless, smoke-free canister that we can light up and roast some s'mores over that. So that's what we're gonna do. And on the way here, I went to the gas station and picked up some marshmallows, but they didn't have any graham crackers. So we're just using some Oreo thins. So the inside kind of just looks like jelly, I guess, jello, but it should light right up. Whoa. Let's get our crackers, our Oreo thins pulled apart first. Oh my God, they're so thin. Wow.
Well, they're Oreo thins.
I've never seen that. There's like no icing in there. What is that?
It's a thin.
I know, but like it doesn't even come to the, like look how small this little icing cake is. It doesn't even come to the edges. I'm gonna light myself on fire.
Yeah, be careful.
All right, well there's yours. Oh! Okay. Attempt number 2. These are hard to like twist off. There we go. You like yours burnt? I like mine perfectly golden brown.
Same, but you're taking out the whole flame.
I'll move to the side. You gotta put. It's lighting on fire.
Ew, you dropped a
I know.
marshmallow in there.
It's like bubbling up. I'm gonna cook it for like 1 more minute, then it'd be perfect.
You should eat the coating and then toast it and then put it in the Oreo.
Yours is not even. Yours looks like fresh out of the pack.
Feel it.
Oh yeah. I don't think you're holding yours close enough.
I don't think you are letting me
You're right. You're right.
cook.
Let me cook. There we go. The perfect indoor van life s'mores. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm gonna be honest.
Mid.
Yeah. I think I prefer the graham cracker. The ratio's all off. It's like too much marshmallow and not enough crunch. This is like such fake camping. We're standing in front of a heater with a gel fire inside.
I know. If we would just go outside, we could have the whole experience. But we don't have a campfire. I also wonder if campfires are allowed right now, because I know they're not allowed in Shenandoah.
Oh, they're not.
Yeah.
I did say that. Campfires also aren't allowed right now, but I think it's still too cold. Let me know what you think. Do you think if you think it's like a good amount of cracker to marshmallow ratio, or I think it needs more. Like if with the normal Oreo, it might be good. What are you doing?
Even
Are you
without
eating the
ratio?
crust? There's gonna be no marshmallow. You just squeezed all the marshmallow out and then ate it before you ate the cracker. We've got like 900 marshmallows. That's the smallest pack they had. We should do like a video where we do a cooking competition, me versus you.
You would definitely win. I'm
No, I
not
wouldn't.
good at cooking.
Are you kidding me? You're the
No.
best cook I've ever seen.
Me?
No.
I'm terrible.
Yeah, you are. Just kidding. Look at that.
Squishy.
Perfect.
Imagine if it was on like a real graham cracker.
I don't know.
Perfect.
I think I've changed my mind. I think I like that.
So easily swayed.
Yeah, I don't think I gave it a fair chance. What are you doing?
Anyways, this is my third one.
It's not.
It is.
Or 4.
This is my fourth one. It sucks after daylight saving. The sun goes down so early, and there's really not much to do here outside other than have a bonfire, which we can't have. So I think after this s'mores, we're probably just going to hang out. We got Starlink set up, so I watch a movie or something.
time.
As always, truly appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for coming on this adventure with my girlfriend and I. If you haven't already, definitely try out that ramen recipe. It is so good.
And the s'mores with Oreos.
Yeah,
Really
and the
good.
s'mores with Oreos. If you haven't already, think about clicking that subscribe button. It really does help out the channel.
Agreed.
What's my sign off?
I don't know.
You don't know what my sign off to my YouTube videos is?
Catch you guys later. As always,
No, I'll
No.
catch you guys next time.
next time I'll catch
No.
you guys.
I'll catch you guys next time. As
I'll
you're
catch you guys.
Oh, I thought you actually burnt yourself. Oh my god.
Catch you guys later.
No.